We're here with Wheaton head volleyball coach Stephanie Schmidt after her team's 3-1 victory at home on Saturday against North Central. With that, Wheaton is now in sole possession of first place in the CCIW standings. Coach, your takeaway from today's big win against North Central?
I was really proud of our team. We came in. We always have a little bit of fight when you play. North Central is kind of a conference rival. They're always excited to play us. We're excited to play them. But I thought we were really focused. We watched, quite a bit of film. Had a really specific game plan, and they were really intentional about kind of every touch. We passed really well. We served really well. And often a key for us is being able to move the ball around offensively, and we did that. We played particularly well in the first and second sets, and then set number 3 was a little tighter. We ended up losing. So for us to kind of not get rattled by that and bounce back, I love our grit. I love our response to error. I'm just really proud of us today.
Let's expand on what you just talked about, because I feel like we talk about this a lot, but the first 2 sets your team played quite well, won those in convincing fashion. The third set, North Central pulled away. Your team caught up, tied them. North Central then did manage to get the final few points to win it, but that didn't bother your team in the fourth set, and again, won in pretty commanding fashion. Your team has a grit, as you call it, and a resiliency, and a just will not give in and back down in any situation. And we've seen that actually in all 3 of the matches this week that your team has played at home. But what is it about this team and that resiliency and grit and determination that they have?
Yeah, a large part of it is that we have a significant senior class. And I mean significant in terms of size. We have 8 seniors. It's almost half our team. And just in terms of their presence, I mean, since the day they were freshmen, they have kind of owned the program in a good way, right? They've made it their own. And so they're the ones leading the charge. They're the ones pushing the players under them mentally. And so they've kind of been through, the last 3 years have been up and down, a crazy ride for them. We did pretty well 2 years ago, and then we had this weird COVID year. And I think they want to go out with a bang. So they're leading really well as seniors. We have a big freshman class that's really talented. So I think that's where that resilience is coming from. And we're learning what it means to not always assume we're going to be the underdog, right? To come in and feel like, hey, we're a good team. We've got some good pieces, and we can battle and be a good team. So yeah, it's really fun to see them start to figure that out. And I think sometimes maybe they're even more emotionally calm than I am on the bench. So it's been fun for me to take a cue from them a little bit.
It's been a big week for your team. Obviously, today's match was huge, but 2 other victories, one last night against Dubuque and one on Wednesday night against Lake Forest. Your team has a lot of momentum right now, it feels like. Do you feel like this is something you can continue to carry and continue to build on where you are now and extend it throughout the rest of the remainder of the season?
We'd love to. I hope so. I also think it's dangerous for us to assume that we're on a roll and we can just ride that. Part of our grit has been to kind of come in every day and say we got to take care of every rep, we got to take care of every pass, and do the things we need to do all the time. And as soon as you take a small break, then especially in our conference at CCIW, we don't get to really have a night off. So yeah, we hope we're on a roll. We feel good. I mean, it's exciting for us to be at the top right now, 3-0, but we know that everybody else is also great and is going to be gunning to give us our first loss. And so we're looking forward to playing Milliken next week. And but I feel like we're starting to feel more confident. So I'm not as concerned about the being on a roll as I am with us feeling like, okay, we understand what kind of team we can be, and we know what it takes to be that kind of team. And so if we can tap into that consistently moving forward, we'll feel really good.